Are we going live? People can hear me, I hope. Is everybody here? Let me adjust my camera a little bit. Yeah, that's a little better. I don't know if it's crooked. Hello, everybody. Hi. Okay, good. Thank you. We welcome you. D. Connor, sorry. Welcome. J. Cat, welcome. Missy P, hi. Word puzzler specialist. Ooh, I like Sudoku. Does that count? Word puzzler? I like to do those. And it jumped first thing, right? Shaylin, hi. Hoot. Hey, Hoot. How are you? Angel, hi, honey. How are you? Glad you could make it. Jennifer P. Gigi, hi. Good to see you. Wait, I gotta say that right. BB's BB. BB's BB. Hi, honey. Star Wars fangirl, hi. Hi, Carly, welcome. Heather, welcome. You're in your jammies? Wait. Oh, you did. Oh, awesome. So I wish we could correlate so I could see, because you were making a nice set for your anniversary, right? Sewing a wallet now. You are a sewing machine there, woman. I wish I love to sew. I like to quilt. And I also make like little things for the grandkids and Halloween costumes and stuff like that. And I love, believe it or not, I love to make, I'll call them bags, purses. I love that. So I'd love to see your wallet. Yes, St. Patty's. Oh, shoot. Nothing green. Don't pinch me. Don't pinch me. Nothing green on me tonight. Hi, Tammy, Vicky. Welcome. Dagwood, welcome. Stormy, hey. Who said hi? Without a jelly donut, I donut. Oh, we're both live at the same time. I wonder if we'll probably be talking about the same stuff too. Doggone it. It's hard to coordinate a live. There's, like you don't want to step on other people. And when I put it out there today, I didn't double check everybody, but I double checked a few because you don't want to if you can help it. So Buzzkill, I'm sorry if I overstepped, or we should rearrange next time, I guess. Raining. Oh, okay. It's chilly here today. Hi, Crystal. Kamala, hi. Paula, welcome. Mingo, hi. How are you? I do have an email, trueballwax@gmail.com. I'd love to see Heather. That'd be awesome. Oh my gosh, my grandma taught me too. I have a whole story on that. Some night I'll have to tell you about my grandma and me sewing, and it goes way back. And I have some cute stories about that. I'd love to share, Heather. We should do that. That should be an evening of us gals that like to do crafts. We could talk about that, right? Oh, you're pinching me. Thank you. Hi, Heather. How are you? I saw you earlier. Or no, yesterday, I guess it was. I saw you, Heather. Bless your heart. You stood your ground. Proud of you. Proud of you. That Heather McDonald I'm talking to right now. Waxy is not an Irish name, but my grandpa he's passed, 100% Irish. And so I don't know if you do that exactly when you do Ancestry or whatever. I'd have to check into that. But if grandpa's 100% and mom then would be 50, wouldn't that make me 25? Simple math. I don't know for sure. My husband brought home an 1880s. Oh my gosh, Missy P. And do you sew? Oh, that's so cool. Is it like one of the treadle ones where you have to do that? Or sometimes I know they used to put a thing for the knee for the ones that did treadling. And so it'd be a little bit easier, but that's very cool. Hi, Beth. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Phyllis, hi. Good to see you. Well, okay. So the very first part of my video tonight. Hi, Sunny, Mary H. Hi, HB. You're also a quarter. You did the math. Cool. Okay, I've got notes, guys. If you could see this desk, I got notes everywhere because I got a lot to say. I got a lot to say. You know, you guys know me pretty well by now, and I cannot stand when people are falsely accused. It's like if you're watching like Law and Order or CSI or one of those shows, and for the drama of it, they will falsely accuse one of the characters that you are fond of or whatever. I like visceral reaction, like, no, you leave that guy alone. He's a good one. And of course, by the end of the show, hour later, he's no longer in trouble, right? But what we're talking about here is real life. And I don't think we're all playing by the same rules. And since this YouTube playground, I think maybe we should at least have some of the same rules so that when someone's breaking the rules, that we know exactly that it was wrong. We don't have to think about it. We don't have to talk about it. It is wrong, right? So many of you maybe enjoyed or not enjoyed last night's live. Actually, her behavior since the announcement that let's all understand this. The only thing that happened was the judge says this isn't the right jurisdiction. If the judge felt that there was anything wrong with that case, that it was unjustified, whatever, it would have been dismissed. No, I'm not an attorney. Let's start with that first, guys. All of this is my opinion. I don't know things about, I only am knowing what I bring from my own life and my own knowledge. So this is only my opinions. Please ask Emily D. Baker or Uncivil or Nate the lawyer of attorney things because I don't know. But my understanding is it would have been dismissed with prejudice. Then it would have been they couldn't have moved it to any other jurisdiction. It would have been no, that was a bad case. And that would have been a whole different notice to all of us, right? That's not what we were told, and that's not what it should be understood. The understanding should be that it was only a jurisdiction. So when you hear anybody else talk about it, including Little Miss Mouth, that's all that happened. All these things she's saying, thrown out, and this and that. Okay, she made one point, but then she didn't use it. The only thing that matters is what's in the court documents. Okay, we were privy to the emails, and we were privy to stuff that we normally might not have been, but we were because it went into the court. So yes, that's the stuff that matters. So she can't pretend that, oh, this other stuff mattered. No. Just like when we talk about all this, we don't matter. We can't influence the judge or the court. None of that's happening. We're just talking. And that includes Emily, Nate, and Uncivil has a first name. Starts with I think it's Kurt. I don't know for sure. Anyway, I hear Nate say it all the time. Anyway, so when they're talking, right? So let's remember that. Because what if it takes a month till we get a refiling? By then she will have convoluted and changed up the whole dang narrative. It won't be even close, right? Okay, so let's start with that. And then I wrote down some things that I was writing to someone today, and I don't know if she's here tonight yet, but I hope she comes. Someone that had emailed me, and we have an email friendship. And when I wrote it, I thought, I need to talk to you guys, because what her and I have in common is morals. Morals. If we all brought morals to the playground here, maybe it would be, this would be a different place. The reason you even know a Waxy is because I watched someone with no morals whatsoever lie about people that I knew she was lying about. So I came forward. That's why there's a me. Okay. Am I perfect? No, no, no. Don't even think that, ladies and gentlemen. No, I'm not. But I do have a moral code, and I'm going to talk about that throughout tonight because it matters, you guys. And it matters when you're talking to these other people. We are all, I see people are sharing with me. It's Kurt. Thank you. I don't know, came finally, but took a minute, right? So hi, Uncivil. I know you're out here in the YouTube streets too. But it matters that we are, you all, even though if you don't have a channel, you're on YouTube, you're in YouTube streets. We're kind of co-workers. The other creators, we all, I know there's all kinds, and I've already met some doozies, but let's just try, for sake of talking at least, to bring a moral compass to the story. Okay. So I Googled to make sure I knew what I was talking about what moral means. Okay. And it says it's relating to principles of right and wrong in behavior. And then it said ethical. So me wanting to be clear, I then Googled ethical, and ethical means conforming to accepted standards of conduct. And we all kind of know what that means. Okay. So as we talk tonight, let's remember a couple of those things. And just real quick, some of the synonyms for having morals and ethics are being decent, honest, honorable, nice, righteous, true, upright, and virtuous. Some of the antonyms are evil, sinful, wrong, wicked, indecent, and dishonorable. Okay. So those are the words, those are the things as we talk, I want you to remember, let's keep it in there. And the only other thing, because it came up multiple times, that I did want to make sure I knew exactly the meaning. So I looked up the word gaslighting. Maybe all of you already knew. I've seen some others ask, what does that mean? I kind of thought I did, but I want to make sure. So what it says is psychological abuse where you question your sanity, perception of reality, or your memories. So if someone is saying things that make you question your sanity, your perception of reality, or memories, is what gaslighting means. So if someone brings that up, let's just have that then in our background. Okay. So before we start, let me just say hi to anybody else that's hopped in and see what else you're saying. And then I'm going to share with you what I see going wrong here. Boy, it's scrolling nicely back, guys. So Okay, I think I'm back. Heather, my mom was Irish. My middle name is Kathleen. My aunt, my mother's sister, is Kathleen because Grandpa was Irish, so I get that. And it is a working treadle machine. How cool! I'd love to see a picture. If you want to take the time to send it to truelox@gmail.com, I'd love to see it, Missy P. And got Sunny D. Hi. April. Hi. How are you? Good to see you. Keebler Elf. Welcome. Heather. I hate liars. I lived with one for too many years. Yeah. That's not good. I know what you're talking about. Happy St. Patty's Day, Dylan's mom says. A playground's a good way to describe it. Well, it was something I thought, well, I can use that and we might all understand, right? Everybody will get what I'm trying to say. The only thing she could rule was on jurisdiction. Yeah, that's right. I mean, there was other things. If she was going to take jurisdiction, then she could have talked about. But see, that wasn't where it got to. So, hoot. She's acting like she won, like she got an award for perfect attendance in the 3rd grade. I remember that person. Cute. Good analogy. KJ Beth says KJ thinks the declarations don't matter, and in my opinion, they do because. Okay, I'm not sure, obviously, but one of the things it mattered to her and her attorney at one point because remember they brought up a declaration of James Westbrook from another case, and they brought that up. Remember that? Yeah. So I think for sure Katie's declarations will matter. She better have told the truth in this case because if it doesn't match in the next case, that could be a discrepancy. Now, let's all hold on to our hats. We don't know if there'll be another case yet, but if there is, I wrote to somebody, one of you probably, and I said, I think it'd be really funny. This is my sense of humor, right? I think it would be really funny if it went from Washington and then they file in Nevada. We're going to fight jurisdiction, by golly. And so they go up against the whole thing, retainer fees, filing fee, all the whole thing, right? Oh, dismissed because of jurisdiction. Okay. Then Salty and Tati go, okay, we'll try California then. Do the whole thing, more money, dismissed because of jurisdiction. So then, now we're going to try to go over here to Minnesota. Meanwhile, how much money did we run through? Huh? So I felt when she was saying fighting jurisdiction in Washington, I thought, be careful what you wish for. You may win that one, and now you get to get an attorney in Minnesota or Nevada or California or wherever this may go up to speed. Do you know how much that costs to get an attorney up to speed? Holy buckets. Okay. So I wouldn't want that. But I thought that's my humor. So I thought that's kind of funny. Hi, Michelle. Good to see you. Ginger Lee, hi. Well, thank you. I missed you guys too. I wasn't feeling my best on Sunday night, and I'm sorry about anybody that was wanting Sister Wives. We'll be back next Sunday. Angel, in my opinion, Katie has black cold heart. Angel, again, you and me, we see eye to eye. I agree with that completely. Hi, Heidi. How are you? My good buddy, Heidi. Good to see all of you. It jumped a minute, just a second. Let's go back a little bit. I don't want to not say hi to everybody. Okay, I think I'm back. All right. Just me, Mimi. Hi. Good to see you. Ashley Sears. Hi, honey. How are you doing? I'm dropping some wisdom. You know me. Dagwood. Ethics have been missing from the internet and the real world too. Well, there you go. Let's bring it back on both places, right? I feel like I can calm down now. Oh, okay, Ginger. Good. I'm glad Mom's home. Jamie, gosh, I've been waiting for you and your input. Thank you. Thank you. Well, we'll get to it here in just a second. Sherry, welcome. Welcome. Few bricks, just a few, Heather. Hi, Sarah. Sarah Rue. I love it. Mama DJT, how are you? She's acting like her attorney was the Well, you're right. It's hilarious, right? I mean, I have no idea how this will go, and I don't know if you get things dismissed like that, but he did enough wrong that he still could be held over there in Washington for how he handled that case if somebody wanted to. I mean, I don't know how that works, but no, she did not have a Cracker Jack's attorney, in my opinion. In my opinion. And, that's worth as far as you can throw it. Hi, Shelley. How long you think Salty will make us wait? Yeah, Salty, doggone it. You understand? There's hundreds of us rooting for you. We're on your team. Salty. Salty's our man. If he can't do it, nobody can. Yeah, Heather, they did both sides. Yeah. But Heather, where'd she go? It jumped. Heather just said, okay, both sides overspent. I completely agree. But how deep are the pockets? Right? Katie has already been sued 2 other times, and both times were dismissed. My glasses are crooked and I can see it, and it's driving me nuts. And that's not better. Let's try this. There. Oh, better. Okay. She's already been sued twice, and both times were dismissed on jurisdiction. And the thing was, it was personed with regular pockets. And they were like, oh, we already fought this much and it cost us this much. They stopped, right? But we're not talking about that this time. We're talking about a multi-millionaire and her pockets. So it doesn't mean she wants to throw her money around foolishly or anything. I think when they filed the case the first time, they felt they had a reasonable thing, and it has not been heard. Her and her husband James' grievance has not been heard. And if it was me, I would still want it in front of a judge to be heard. Wasn't this wrong? Isn't this not right? And before we just real quick, before we start, little Miss KJ over there is saying things in her live stream about if this case goes forward, there's defamation on Emily. And remember, she said that about Salty too. So, okay, big girl, bring it. Let's see this defamation. If you think anything those people said or did was defamation, Katie, oh my goodness. This is the biggest no self evaluation, nothing, you guys. If she thinks that's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. Okay, back to this. Yeah. Yes, Missy P, she can. You can win attorney's fees along with your lawsuit. Whatever there's that, and then there's attorney's fees. And I don't know this for sure, and this definitely, guys, would be an Emily or uncivil or Nate's question. But I believe I heard that Minnesota has more like punitive damage. So if that's true, that'd be worse for Katie than Washington would have been. But again, Waxy's opinion, not an attorney. Not sure. Just sharing. Okay. Oh, Michelle says in a live that Brown would continue. Well, now that's a whole nother ball of wax. I've never used that before. Okay. So if Brown can continue, great. And that might be the cheapest thing she could do, is bring him over here to Minnesota or wherever it files next with the attorney in the state, right? Like Salty did. I can't believe Brown would want to. Do you guys think so? After everything, he said he didn't want to ever do a YouTube or an internet case again and all the crap. I'd be surprised if he'd want to do it, but maybe. I mean, you definitely right for enough money. That's what I'd say. Yes, Mama. JT, like her attorney was sloppy. Yeah. Yes, Shelley. That's right. Dagwood, Jamie, I think the pendulum is swinging back and soon we'll feel safe in most places. People like Waxy are, well, thank you. I'm trying. Do my best, right? She has no soul. Oh, where's that on the paper? Evil, sinful, wicked. Right there. Oh, yeah. Racking up the fees. I agree. Okay. I am too. I'm going to stop right there. Hi, everybody. Violet Witch, I haven't said hi to you yet. Let's kiss hi. I just want to make sure I said hi to you guys. Okay, so let's get started with, hi, Crack. Amy, hi, how are you? Okay, I think I got most of you. Okay, if I don't, I'll try to catch back. Okay, so we went through morals, got that covered, right? All righty. So this is in no particular order, I don't think, because I'm guessing some of it's going to cross over. But when I was doing my notes, I did start with Emily D. Baker because I want to make a big point, and I'm probably going to say it to you like 5 times. Okay. Every time, guys, not once, not just occasional, every time Katie says, where's my paper? Just a second. Gotta make sure I got the right one. There it is. Every time that she says that they're being hypocritical, she said that over and over and over again last night, right? I cannot find a time where she didn't do it first. And this really matters. Okay. If I call her out for some, and I had early on in one of my videos, I got attacked, like swarmed by her people one night. And what they were saying, I'm no better than she is. And I'm like, well, that's not true. I'm not attacking innocent people. She is. And that is all the difference in the world. So every time you hear her say, they're so hypocritical, what they do. They did this. I didn't do that. They're hypocritical. Every time, you guys, it is the other way around. If you hear the words come out of her mouth, just immediately think, wait a minute here. And I'm going to show you with different other examples, but I want you to start with that, okay? So Emily V. Baker, right? The first thing that happened in the relationship here was she criticized Emily. KJ criticized Emily, attacked Emily. She attacked Saltsy. And she was the typical Twitter bully, awful. You know, the one we know and love, right? When she did that and she realized, oh my gosh, after that, holy cow, look at all these people that are listening to Emily. The first thing she did was go on a live stream and tell everybody, well, if you want a better, less biased report, Nate, the lawyer, that's where you should go. So I don't know if Nate knew that was going to happen, because he said, wait, I'm kind of friends with Katie. I'm going to have uncivil look at this first, because I don't know, I might have a little bit of a bias there. So Uncivil looks at it. Uncivil gives his opinion. He doesn't know the parties, so he's just trying to do the papers, right? But Katie's mad at Emily from the get-go, and she's Twitter mad at Emily. She's attack. So now we have Nate and we have Uncivil. And there were turns where Nate and Uncivil have things to say too. And she didn't like that either. So what she does is, one of her real quick, I would say nanosecond worth of I'm sorry to Emily. And Emily D. Baker, for you, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done this. I should have done blah, 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 blah. And she waits. And when Emily stays Emily, oh, no. Now we're mad, but we can't talk. We can't talk because it's a case. So she does her little bits. She'll insinuate. She'll do a little bit. And she sits back quietly, pissed off. Just pissed off. But we know Katie. Oh, we know Katie, don't we? So now that the case is kind of, at least in a lull, at the very least, right? She's back to, she'll sue Emily. If this is going to go into defamation. And she's all cocky again, because she's a vindictive, mean woman. And Emily, did anybody see Emily be unfair? Because I did not. Now, I know I'm biased. I'm definitely biased. But I didn't see Emily be unfair. And secondly, it is Emily's channel, just like this is mine. Emily could be completely biased. She could have just totally, but I didn't see her do that. I saw her try to take care of the papers. There were things we all learned about 45-line paper. We learned about filing late. We learned about not as many pages. How come this guy that works in that courtroom doesn't know? Nope, you don't get that many papers. The judge has a limit. All these things we learned. But that's not Emily's fault that her attorney made all those glaring errors, right? So remember where it started. It started with her, Katie, attacking Emily. And then when her apology didn't work, now she hates her guts. She hates her guts. And we watch this over and over. This pattern repeats. Okay, so then I went to listening for EKC People Suck. And there's a couple issues with EKC People Suck. And I don't agree at all with Erin's apology to her. Maybe you're going to say, waxy, wait a minute. I don't. Katie doesn't deserve Erin's apology. And I'll tell you why. And it's a big one, you guys. If you're here to hear anything, please hear this. Erin apologized because Katie said, and I wrote it down, I don't want to say it wrong. that Aaron, and it was on Little Red's channel, so we'll put Red in with it, went through Katie's police report for when she filed her essay report. And she's very upset about that. Katie was 27, 26, 27 years old. Okay. And she said when that happened that night that she had a huge episode, a flashback, a triggering flashback that had her flailing on the floor, crying, hyperventilating, and panicking. Now, here's why she doesn't deserve the apology. I might cry. I don't mean to cry. Not gonna cry. There are 4 Duggar women that were children. Children. They aged from 11, 12 down to 7. How do you think they feel every day? And it is multiple times a week she brings that up. An essay report, a police report. Now she argued last night. Oh, she didn't go get that police report. In Touch did. Well, here's where morals come in, everybody. Here's where the morals come in. You got to be kidding me. It mattered that she didn't go get it. So if Aaron didn't go get it, some little paper in Minnesota had gotten it. And Aaron then brings it to Red, and they do the same thing. Does that change anything about this story? No. And it doesn't change. In Touch got that police report that was sealed right away because we're talking about minors. It was a minor that was the, well, I don't know exactly what the right word here is, but perpetrator, we'll call it. I don't know for sure what word we should use on a child, but we'll use that word. And then the victims were children. That report should have never been public. It was a huge mistake, is too nice a word, but it should not have been to the public. Huge. But it did get out, right? And In Touch did blast it. But Katie Joy is the one running with it. That report was found in 2015. From 2015 until 2019-ish. How many times do you think it was talked about? 100 in all those years? I don't know. It's been talked about more than that on Katie's channel in the last year and a half. It's just fodder for her. She just won't stop. And this woman does not have a moral compass to say, oh, wait a minute. Flashback, flailing on the floor, hyperventilating, crying, and panicking because they went over her police report. But she'll do it to children. That's one. Number 2, Sophie Long, a 9-year-old little girl. We were all here. I bet every one of us was here for this one. If KJ wants to split a hair that she didn't go into that police department to get that police report, it's utter bullshit. Yeah, Waxy, there's another quarter in the swear jar. I get it, but I'm mad. No. she says that she had a person down in Texas offer this. But to me, knowing her as I do, I'll bet you she reached out to this person she knew in Texas to go into the courthouse and pick up those papers and mail them up to her or fax them up to her. I think they were mailed, as I recall, but don't quote me on that. So, number one, it was In Touch that went and got the police report. Number two, it's a sub or member of Katie that went and got it. But nevertheless, both of those times, both guys, both, it's Katie that uses it, blasts it, mistreats it. And she said last night, oh, these are the same people, talking about EKC. These are the same people that said I did wrong calling her a brat. And it's real. How dare they? What hypocrisy. Hypocrisy on EKC's part? Wait a minute. Who started what? Where? Who started what? Where? And Katie can say till the cows come home, as far as I'm concerned, that she didn't say that stuff about the police. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. She made it out like those police, they were influenced by this fella's money and they weren't going to believe her. No, they wouldn't. Well, I sure wouldn't want to live in that town if the police only deal with people with money. It's all a lie, guys. That was a lie. And that was, I believe, Aaron and Red's point. But don't tell me hypocrisy. And Aaron, you obviously did what you did last night. I get it. But I don't feel you owed her an apology if she felt like that. She does not give a shit. I know, another quarter. She does not. For the Duggar women that were children and Sophie that was a child, she doesn't care. No, and she uses that every time, you guys. She uses it. She'll split the hair. It's not the same. Last night she said that. It's not the same when I did the Duggars. They're public figures. Were they? Were they? They were little girls. And it was wrongly still available. Let's not forget that. And does that matter? Here we go back to moral compass. This is where I'm going to bring up, I may say it wrong, but this is I know I should never say friend if I didn't learn anything else about BX, Beast Boy, and me. Don't say friend. But co-worker, Haiti Joyless. I follow her on Twitter. Moral compass. Guys, think about it. She doxed Haiti Joyless. Oh, no, I didn't. It's not my fault that it was not all the way hidden. She tried that with Creepshow twice. First time, it's not her fault that it was sort of kind of in that email, in that article she was sending over there. It's not her fault that the few nights before, on accident on Augie's stream, that Creepshow accidentally. Here's the deal, guys, with doxing. Just because you know it, just because you found it, just because an accident happened, does not mean you get to use it. It's the using of it that's doxing. If I accidentally tonight share my name, and I don't want you to have my real name, you guys could run with it. You could, but where's your moral compass? If you know, it slipped. I'm talking and whoops. Where's your moral compass? Your moral compass says, you know what? She did that on accident. There's no reason. Now, let's add to what Katie said. I should have to. You guys, you don't, she can be that mean to me and I can't dox her? Wait a minute. Oh my gosh. I was in the, going, biting my tongue, going, Since I have been covering Katie Joy, I have oodles and oodles of things that would be considered doxing that I could say. She is extremely mean. She is extremely nasty. And if that's the justification for being able to say whatever I want to say, dox whatever I want to dox, and I bet you there are people that are even better investigators than I am that have even more dirt than I have. So, that's not the barometer, Katie Joy. That's not the barometer. You doxed Haiti Joyless, and there's no other way to look at it. I don't care that she, and the thing is, you guys, she did what she was supposed to do. Anybody that here's is an earshot, if you need to, go over it 2 or 3 times. If it's in white, go over it with white 2 or 3 times. It's the only way. If you go over it once, there's a chance it's going to peek through. Don't do it. Just FYI. But the moral compass says to me, just because you didn't like that she has things to say. Oh, let's also remember, everybody, she doesn't care. She doesn't care what everybody says about her. She doesn't watch anything. That cracked me up about Emily D. Baker. What did I say in my notes on that one? And also with EKC. Her team watched. When she got caught, somebody asked her about watching. She goes, well, she didn't watch it, but her team watched it. Wow, is this an unpaid team? It might be. If it's a legal team, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Just saying. But yeah, I never watched. And then she says, I watched her raking, that money. Like 2 sentences later. I never watched. Well, I watched her rake in the money. Okay. And then it was very similar here about EKC, right? So, moral compass. Katie continuously, constantly shows us she does not have one. I don't know if she's ever had one. Do you all remember? Now, yeah, we were drinking. It was a party night. But when she gets to be an old lady, she can't wait because then she can sexually abuse young boys. By the way, if you're bi, Katie, should have been boys and girls. Equal opportunity abuser. Just saying. Anyway, is that a moral compass? I know you've been drinking, but seriously, that's what you think you should say? That's how you behave? That's who you are? When we watch her interact with her husband, when we watch her talk, how many of you saw Leslie's, boy, it was around Christmas. It was a replay of her first, back to first, hypocrisy, first interaction ever with Katie was Katie sitting there drunk, lambasting because she took it personal that this fella on Teen Mom's brother, I don't watch the show, guys, so bear with me, but the brother had mental issues. So that she took it personal. She's sitting there drinking with her husband. That's her son she's talking about. So yes, she has every right to. There's not enough room in the cuss jar for the amount of money she'd had to put in. It was vulgar. That's what she has to say to Leslie. So anything that, in my opinion, after that Leslie has to say or do, it's not hypocritical. No, and she doesn't owe her an apology at all. I've never seen KJ really apologize to anybody for anything yet. It's always a simple little and then a take back. She apologized to Steve McRae and took it back. She apologized to BX Beast Boy and took it back. Yeah, Angelica Oles took it back. I don't know yet if she's completely taken back the tipster and Augie, where's my paper? Don't know for sure. How about Amber Portwood? I don't think there even was an apology. The Duggar girls, the Duggar kids. How about Jim Bob? I need to say this before I go any further. I've said it in every video, but there's some people that seem to be confused about me. I have many issues with Jim Bob Duggar. I have many issues with Josh Duggar. But my content is correct. Okay, I'm not lying and I'm not fooled. Everybody, I want that understood. But I don't believe for a second that Jim Bob Duggar molested Josh and taught Josh how to do this to little girls, which is the narrative Katie pushes constantly and has for years, by the way. I've got it written 3 years ago. She wrote it. So, no. Moral compass. Does Jim Bob Duggar get a pass on everything? Hell no. Does Josh? Nope. Nope. But he doesn't get called Jeffrey Epstein, which I watched her do on her channel. Well, it could have been on IG. I'm not 100% sure, but I watched her do it. Moral compass. James Westbrook. She could have had all the things Toddy. She was mean to Toddy. She was disgusting to Toddy. But what she did to James Westbrook is beneath and below the belt. And 4 cease and desists didn't stop her. This lawsuit, what we're watching just 2 days out, is a monster. She didn't learn anything. She's already threatening more lawsuits. She must have way more bank than I ever thought. She was crying one night about how this was costing her son's school and retirement and all these things. But she just keeps running her mouth. Lawsuits, more lawsuits. Where's your moral compass, Katie? You know, I know a lot of people that have never been in a lawsuit. Never. A lot of people don't like to live there. Why would you want more? Why would you want more? Why do you threaten it? It's too much. It's too much. Okay. I might have got off a little bit on what I was going to say, but I wanted to say that. Okay. So I'm going back to EKC because there's the other point that she went on about. I was there for this. I have a totally different reason for the investigative parts that I had done. And interestingly, when EKC Erin did her video, I knew so much of it was already true because I already knew about Hammerhead Brewery. I already knew about his band and his producer and his record label. And the fella that owns the brewery is connected to all that. I already knew all that, so it was not a surprise to me. But Katie says that it was hypocritical. Remember, turn that around then. There were 2 or 3 that I heard repeated over and over and over and over again by Katie. Now, whether this person sent that 40 times or sent it 3 or 4 times, we don't know. I don't trust her, so I don't know. But it doesn't matter. What mattered was Katie said that at first, she changed her story. At first, the brewery people didn't even know who she was. Didn't even know. And yet, somehow they called Todd. And then they don't protect her. Todd doesn't, and they don't. Some whack woman calls 40 times and leaves that. Most of you heard it, right? Holy cow. I mean, I personally, if I could or would have or wanted to, I would have been, hey, did someone really call you? Did they really leave 40 messages? That'd have been me. Erin, on the other hand, does it way nicer and way more thoughtful. And she's concerned, actually concerned for safety, which is what I didn't think that at first because I don't trust her. My first instinct was, yeah, right. That says about me more than anything. So I'm sorry, but that's what I thought at first. But why would Katie be mad? Why didn't anything come of that? Nothing came of that. Think about that. Again, if I'm doing this YouTube thing, right? And my friend's business gets 40 death threats about me. I know that my family would care and be like, wait, let's get the number. Let's get the police in on this. Let's figure this out. This ain't happening. That's scary stuff. They did nothing. They did nothing. I find that really weird. There was a lot of stuff going down weird then. So, nope, Erin, that's not being hypocritical of you to then say, oh, but she's the one that did this with Sophie, or no. Katie, if you can't learn anything, the common denominator is you. And whatever story all these notes will say, it was always you. Todd, if you hear me, if anybody can tell Todd to listen, timestamp this. This is for Todd. Todd, come on. Even, I'm not talking about you thinking bad of Katie. I'm wanting you to think about the danger of this. Everywhere she goes, every platform she tries to talk on, she causes trouble. She ends up, people don't like her. People want her gone. It becomes ugly. And every place I research and other people research, she doesn't come out looking very good ever. She's never the thoughtful one. She's never the helpful one. She's never the friend. Todd, what's going on? Is she that unhappy? She's told us all she didn't want to have a child. I believe when she got her child, she must love her child. But she could be upset. I didn't want a child, so I'm bitter or something. I mean, I'm grasping at straws, Todd, because everywhere we look, it's always her, and it's always her first. I heard you defending her last night, and that's wonderful. You're her husband. You should. But go in your room. I know you have one. And look at some of this. And look at it objectively. Where's your wife's moral compass? Do you really feel comfortable with her talking about threatening lawsuits 2 days after you just got one dismissed? Don't you want to have a break? Don't you want to be able to sit on the couch and chill out and watch, I don't know what your favorite show is, but whatever it is, and just chill and not think, oh God, that lawsuit, we got to get those papers ready. We got to think about that. Oh, we better send that to the attorney. Whatever it is that has to go on. Todd, don't you want her to stop? This doesn't come with the territory. It's Katie. Everybody else doesn't live like this. I know I'm a very small creator, but you don't have to do it this way. You don't. I maybe am new to YouTube, but I'm not new to life, and I'm not new to a moral compass. I've lived with one my whole life, and I believe in kindness. If I have a religion, I'm a Christian, but Jesus believed in kindness. If I had to say one word that I want to live by, it's kindness. I will always try that first. Always, always, always. And I'm not saying it works every time, and I'm not telling you I don't have a temper. We could go in the other room, grab my husband. He might let you know. But yeah, it's not where I try to be. It's not what I try to do. So I just wanted to point that out, Todd. I'm not asking you to hate your wife. I'm not asking you to leave your wife. I'm asking you to think about, can it be done differently? Okay. So also, interestingly, a question got asked last night, and I couldn't believe this one. Remember when James Charles came in her DMs? I did a whole video on it. And he wanted her to take down these videos and don't talk about Toddy anymore and all of that. Well, then someone let her know that they were laughing behind her back. James Charles had been sent there. Remember the name Clark Swanson? Because I do. Clark Swanson is now Bruce. The news story is she told us, it was a credible source that had told her about there was going to be a lawsuit, paperwork. She couldn't even remember to say Santa Barbara last night. Or Santa Monica. I don't know. She goes, she pretends like she doesn't know. I don't know. Somewhere there in Los Angeles. Santa something. I cracked up. But anyway, it's Okay, so she got a credible source told her that they were laughing at her for taking those down. But James Charles got in her ear, and that's exactly what Tati and James Westbrook wanted to happen. And that someone, credible source, got in her ear and told her there was a lawsuit coming against Tati. A credible source. Last night, that credible source got a name. First name's Bruce. And guess what happened? As soon as she opened this from nobody she's ever heard of, I don't do that. There's viruses, there's hackers, there's a lot of reasons you don't open. She shows us how dumb she is too at the same time. You don't open those, guys. Nope. But Bruce, she opens from some guy named Bruce. He tells her that there's going to be some lawsuit papers over there in that town, in that California thing over that way. And it evaporated. Just like Mission Impossible. As soon as you see it, it's gone. It's gone. Email's gone. She doesn't know where it went. That's because she's freaking lying. She went. Oh, no. It can't be Clark Swanson. Halo Beauty. Can't be that. Oh my God. It's disgusting. It's just disgusting. So when you can see right through her, if it's not Clark Swanson and it's her credible source, Bruce, remember that, guys. Please, please, please. Because, some of the people will say, oh, please have her go back to her regular content. Go talk about the Duggars and Sister Wives and the Teen Moms. And I'm sitting back here going, no. Because all she does is lie about those people. Credible source, though. There's going to be a credible source. So now we know. This is Bruce. It's absolutely Bruce. Gotta turn my son. I don't know where that's coming from. I think I was getting a message. Sorry, guys. I thought I had that turned off. So, yeah, just remember, credible source from here on out doesn't mean crap. Because now that it's over with, it's some guy named Bruce. For every video in the future of mine, when she says credible source, we're just going to say Bruce called. She got a DM there from Bruce. I'm sorry, but that's really funny to me. Okay, so let's cover the notes real quick. See if I said everything. Talked about that. I love it when I have a checklist. That's good for me because so many times I get off on a tangent. Oh yeah, that's different. Emily D. Baker, we covered. EKC, covered. Credible source, check. The Duggar girls, check. Yep, I think we covered that. Yep. One more page. Yep. Okay, covered them all. So now we'll come over here to the chat and see what all you guys think. Let me know how crazy you think, if I've lost my mind this time, but it was too much. It was too much. And it's not right that she can be triggered and fall on the floor and flailing and panic attacks, but she will use essay reports on others. How about Janelle Eason? That was not the same, I understand, but there has to be a lot of triggers there for that young lady. But she hates her, so then it's fair. And it's fair. There's our moral compass. So I'll stop. Okay, let's see. I think the best thing I can do is go to where we are, and then I will back up. How about that? Okay, Eminem, Melonium. Friday night threatening to copyright strike all the channels who use her videos to make money off. I didn't see that one, but okay then. Okay. Then what about her? Right? All the stuff she's been using left and right. Yeah. Nope. Nope. Playground. Fair game. We're going to play by the same rules here. Oh my gosh. Dagwood says she met Bruce. Well, now, see, that's just too clever because you mean Bruce Wayne on the Batman channel? I doubt she's old enough to even think that. Just saying. Okay. Peyton. Bat signal. Bruce. Bruce, come back. You guys. This is too funny. She's too young to know any of this stuff, you guys. Bruce is highly intelligent. Yes, he is. You know, he's very insightful. And he really knows the ins and outs of James Charles and Toddy and everything. He's really in there. Oh, yes. MM says she also met this I almost feel like this is blasphemy, but she also met 5 Jesuses. 5 Jesus. That was one of the most hardest ones to stomach. I went live on somebody after that. I was so mad. I was so angry, you guys. She doesn't have the right. No, 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 nope. Yes, Heather. Danger, Will Robinson, danger. I still say that today, by the way, Angel. I do. If something goes, my grandkids will look at me. Oh no, danger, Will Robinson. I'm like, huh? Well, that was a show. Then I try to explain. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Amy, does Bruce know the Duggars? Yeah. Okay. Bruce is the long lost cousin to one of the Duggars. Hey, police wife, how are you? She's so jealous of Emily. It's torturing her. She's mad that Emily made money. Yes, just like she did off Amber. Yes. And you know, yes. I mean, how many times do you have to say that, right? She got a huge boost over Amber Portwood and Micah Stoffer. Yep. And yep. Huge, huge, huge. But that's different. And that's what I'm sick of hearing, by the way. Well, that's different. And the difference can be literally, well, their name was Susie. And you guys were talking about a Brenda. And you're like, huh? But it can be that slight. Yes. Wait a minute, guys. Okay, Kiki's got Todd as the penguin. And Peyton says, enough to be who's the Joker? Who's I missed that part. Oh, that is too funny, you guys. We're gonna have to do merch. Oh, that might be copyright. Batman might be a Marvel comic or something, right? I probably can't. We can figure something out, right? That's too funny. Wait, you have a grumpy boyfriend? Kiki, shape him up. Tell him to quit being grumpy. Life's too short. Dingbat. Are we going back to Archie? Wait, what show are we using now? Ginger says she's 100% she can't wait to be older. So yeah, so she can essay young men. Yeah, that right up there. That's good morals. Teach that to your son. Oh my goodness, you guys. How about when she said Jesus never talked bad about his wife? I guess all those years in Catholic school, I missed that part. Well, I know I have a friend that there was a book going around 10, 15 years ago, and it was just a fiction book, but my friend, he's a fella, bought it hook, line, and sinker, and convinced about things like that. And I'm like, well, yeah, not, you may be next. Well, okay. I mean, I don't want to be, but she wouldn't listen. You know, Oprah had that thing where she'd say, you first get told it's an inkling off to the side. And then the next thing you know, you get, the breeze gets heavier. Then the next thing you know, the branch falls on your head. Then the next thing you know, the tree falls on you because it's trying to tell you something. That's me. It's me. I'm trying to tell her to stop lying. Stop being this. I can't say the words. KJ meets the real Jesus. She can explain her stance. That would be, I'd like to be there for that. I probably will be. I mean, I'll be gone before her because I'm old enough to be her grandma. No, not grandma, just mom. You guys are very funny, though. Very funny. Yeah, I think we all didn't enjoy the did any of you watch The Crown? There's a part in there where the fella that takes care of the queen is upset with some fella, and he says, I'll take a lecture from just about anybody. Oh, I know. Remember the king that had to abdicate because he was in love with a woman that got divorced 3 times? Yeah, that guy. He says, I'll take a lecture on the etiquette of the crown from just about anybody, but not you, right? And I every time I think of that, I'll take a lecture from just about anybody, but about Jesus, not from you, Katie. No. You don't get to run your mouth about Jesus and God to me. No, you don't. Nope, and nope. We have an insider joke. Okay, there's 130 of us in here. Do you think we can keep it to ourselves? Hey, where's Bruce? How's Bruce? Have you heard from Bruce lately? You guys are too cute, really. 300 Duggar videos. You know what's funny about that, is it's not that long ago, literally, excuse me, that it was like, I'm going to make this up because I don't have the numbers in front of me, but like 98 videos or some number, right? And literally, like overnight, like in a month, it went to like 170. And but if you're doing 3 videos a day about the same people, and lately, you guys, it's gotten so mean and such lies. It's just, it's so hard to stomach. I think Jeremy Volo should sue her ass. I mean it. To insinuate that he hit Ginger because there was a bruise or a shadow, and she, just like she did with Jim Bob, he taught Josh how to be a molester. You don't get to just say things like that. And where's your moral compass? We're getting compasses, guys. Look for merch. When and if I ever get memberships and that kind of thing, we're gonna have compasses because that's what we get it. Okay. Angel says
Katie also called out. Oh yeah, she did. I saw her do that. And then Joanne, I saw, I think it was a Twitter back and forth with Backwoods Barbie. And then I saw Joanne did the video, and I only saw a little bit of it, but probably half of it, which was good. No soul and load a compass, police wife life says. Exactly. Exactly. I have a fruit fly here that just a reminder. What did you remind me of, Kentucky girl? I guess I gotta scroll back. She didn't doubt KJ's account of the essay. You're talking about Aaron. Yeah, yeah. Well, and this is a tricky one, guys, because I don't think we should ever doubt someone. But here's why. If it's not, I wasn't there. I'm not trying to say that about KJ, but I am saying this. The story's changed a lot. Her lies about others, and then the way she's treated others makes me very leery. I won't say I don't, but I have questions which I didn't see um, Red or Emily even remotely go there. And had I been on that panel, I might have, because I just don't believe hardly. I mean, if she told me it was blue, the sky was blue, I'd have to check. I just don't. I don't. She lies so much. It's I have lies. You know me and my papers. It's getting to be like I need a file, one of those files at work. You know, for all this mountains of papers. But it's good to have when I need it to pull out too. I'm kind of glad I have it. Just me, just me, just me. She didn't doubt. Oh yes, yes. Okay. Um, good stuff here. Thanks, Heidi. Yep, thumbs up. And if you'd like to subscribe and then the bell, that'd be great. I love it. Um, right, right. Santa Monica, Gotham City. You guys are too good. Seriously. I wouldn't have guessed that half of us would have remembered all this stuff about Gotham City and uh, all those people, right? Alfred. I want an Alfred. If we're going to do this right, I want an Alfred. Give me my drink, please. Have dinner ready. Clean, clean the cave. The bat cave needs cleaning. Oh, this is incredible to me, everybody. This is incredible, and this is why. I was so angry earlier, and I knew this might be a tough live stream for me because of the things I had to say. I made my notes. I mean, when you're going to talk about morals, and it's not an easy video to make, and I end up with you guys, and we're laughing. To all of you, I can't believe how it's wonderful. It feels so much better to now talk about Gotham City than, and you realize probably tomorrow or the next day there's gonna be more crap come out. And we'll try to go here. Try mentally think of the Batcave. Yeah. Oh, you guys are good. Credible source, Heather says. High five, Heather. Tabloids, and the worst kind of tabloids. In my world, I probably told this story before, but I'll tell it real quick. My mom and dad are still with us, so thank goodness for that. And my mom, for years and years, was always get like the magazines at the grocery counter. And back in the day, we had Family Circle and Woman's Day, and those cost like 39 cents. It was great. Cheap, nice magazine, recipes, some celebrity something, whatever. And I don't know, I think maybe one of them's still with us, but of course they've gone up in price. But anyway, then after that, it's been a while, then we got things like the National Enquirer and People Magazine and In Touch and all these, the Globe. And I'm like, Mom, if you want to get the gossip, People Magazine, the rest of this group, not so reliable, Mom. Not so reliable. So didn't stop her. And the thing is, we'd be at dinner, we'd be somewhere, and she'd start telling a story. And it wouldn't take too long. We'd go, Mom, where'd you get that story? Because we knew. She would, oh, National Enquirer. So after a while, she stopped. And I don't know that she buys it anymore. She's 80 something. I think we're done. But here's the deal. These are lower level than that. These are, I don't know that all of them have like a paper version. I know the Sun. I don't know if the same news that's in the Sun is online as it is in the paper one. I don't know that. I don't buy them, but I do see the digital ones now because of KJ. I caught her early on in my YouTube channel career, plagiarizing word for word titles of the articles, word for word. Like she should have just said, I'm a reporter for Soap Dirt. And my article is from the gal from Soap Dirt, and I'm just going to report it to you. It was that blatant. So I found out about those, and I call them rags, just like I would have called the Inquirer, but they're worse. They literally, they don't care. They print today, hope they sell their thing for the dollar, right? And tomorrow could be completely different. Think about that with our menace, right? She doesn't correct, she doesn't change, she'll report today, and I have these all, guys. It's this week, Lauren Caldwell is marrying Jedediah. Oh, okay. A couple days back. Fans are saying Lauren Caldwell is marrying James. A couple days. You see where I'm going with this? So I literally said on one of my videos, okay, don't be surprised when it's Jackson, the youngest. If poor Lauren Caldwell doesn't hook a Duggar before Jackson's old enough, it'll have to be Jackson. And Katie's got all the Duggar bingo cards covered. If it's one of the Duggars with Lauren Caldwell, she's called them all out. So I don't know how many of you know this, but I scooped her last week. I had it right about who Jedediah was marrying. Katie didn't know. With all her sources and her people close to their family, I had it right here. I should have made a big banner. We should have been screaming it from the rooftops. I only say that not to put, feather in my cap, but to say this. Her credible sources are working. But she doesn't care. She doesn't care. So please remember that as why do these people, okay, most of us watched her, right? I never was subbed or subscribed because I was so into the shows I watched, and I only watched her when she talked about those shows. It didn't take but one or two times. By the third time, I was like, you're lying, stop. This isn't true. And so I caught on, and I don't say that like I'm good for me. I'm saying I realize probably most of you did watch her. And that's fine. I get it. But wonder why people still do. She's going up in subs, guys. She's going up. Why? You want to be lied to? You want to hear? This is Katie Joy from the Soap Dirt. This is Katie Joy from Hollywood Gossip. We just do that then. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's lost on me, guys. Oh, yes. Shailene. Good one. Shailene. She said they got at the courthouse, but they were e-filed. Somebody caught that. Remember? That was a good catch. Couldn't wait. They were e-filed. You didn't run in COVID. You didn't run into somebody. That's what she said. Somebody ran into somebody at the courthouse. No, you couldn't go in the courthouse. Good catch. That's right. That is the truth of it. Oh, yes. Hi, Susan, by the way. Yeah, yesterday, Aaron apologized. And I'm not saying, Aaron, I don't care. I wouldn't have. She didn't deserve it. That's just me. But Aaron did. And that's Aaron's right to do that. She felt that she should apologize. So, oh, I know, Violet. Isn't that the truth? Violet says, KJ's son, in my opinion, when he gets older, will figure out everything of what his mother has done. Yeah, I mean, all of this is a footprint, whether it's about him or not. And, she can say, well, I gossiped on these people I didn't care for, and I made a living. So how do you think you got your blah, 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 and you, whatever, right? And that's fair. That's true. But, how about the rest of it? How about that your mom made enemies with wherever she went? How about that part? Also, he's 8. He's 8. All of you moms out there and dads, if this young man hits puberty and has any curiosity at all and does anything, I don't know what it'll be. Every child, everybody's different. Lots of people get through it with doing nothing. But what if he looked on the internet at something, or I don't know. If that happens, will it be that Todd taught him? Will it be that Katie taught him? Or will it be, and could it be, that he was a child interested in sex? I raised 3 children. I didn't have any issues. We got through fairly unscathed. That doesn't mean they weren't normal. It didn't mean they weren't interested in those kind of things. And my oldest is 41, and not so much him anymore. I think I've learned everything. But my youngest, every once in a while, will be, well, you didn't know, but we did this or that. We went out that night, and so-and-so had a 6-pack. And I'm like, oh, I'm glad I didn't know. Thank God I made it through. But my point is, she doesn't know yet what puberty's going to bring, and she's running her mouth. But obviously, anytime she talks about more than one child, I get upset because she doesn't get it. I mean, she slammed Jessa. Never mind. Never mind. Jessa can't do anything right. So, of course, she slammed Jessa. But my point was going to be, Jessa took Henry out one day. This is a couple months ago. And, that she didn't take all the children. And it's like, sometimes it's fun to get away with just one. But she doesn't know that because she doesn't even take her one out. I'll just say that. So, anyway. Kiki says, She's a woman of convenience. She's a Christian when it's convenient. She's bisexual when it's convenient. She's a small channel when it's convenient. She's a D channel. Boy, you're right. And she'll insert herself in every single story. And isn't that weird? I'm way older than her, but yet she's any story that comes up. She's been there, done it. Any story. She's been there, done it. It's a little strange to me. Hi, Robin. Hey, Charlotte. Hi, hon. How are you? Oh, I see. Okay, because I'm scrolling back. Hi, Laugh Through Life. I like your name, by the way. That's a good one. And we're doing that right now. She does realize he may hear. Yeah, yeah. Yep. When he gets older. Yeah. I mean, when I first started knowing about her, he was nonverbal and a very sick little boy. And he's come a long way. He's come a long way. Thank goodness, right? Thank goodness. I'm trying to see where we left off here. Okay. Karen says, I was very angry too. It was a horrible video. Yes, it was. We're back to the, I'm scrolling back because I went back as far as it would let me. So I'm coming back forward. Oh, now it jumped. There you go. Hey, Sherry. How are you? You did get ice storms? Oh, tonight you're getting rain. Oh, you guys are, you get her perfectly. I come on with my videos and you guys are way in tune. Mediation, Heather? You talking about the court case? That'd be interesting. I don't think Toddy will settle for less than the channel. I don't think she needs money, but she might want her to shut her mouth. Kentucky Girl says, I think KJ's incapable of putting herself in anyone else's shoes. She can only see things from her own perspective. Yeah. Well, that's called caring. That's called empathy. That's called, the other side of that is self-centeredness, narcissistic. Yeah. I heard her say yesterday that try to treat Lori better, take down videos. She didn't deserve it and all that. Except while you're in the middle of the lawsuit, then you're not my best friend. I don't know you. Isn't that funny? And now that it's over, hey, Lori, I'm kind of sorry I did it that way. It's just because court. I wouldn't tell my best friend that. Not me. I wouldn't want to hurt her. I'm sorry that this jumps, guys. I mean, me, this part. Yeah, everybody be safe in this. If there's a storm coming your way, please. I hear my doggy. We can't, Jill says, hi Jill, by the way, we can't change others. And Jill, as I'm reading, we can't change others, but we can control how we decide to behave toward that behavior and the one doing it. If we have ever read the 4 Agreements, I have the book, then be impeccable in your word. Very good. Hard to live by those 4 agreements, but we all should aspire to, right? Everybody should try. We're hoping for spring. Yes, we are. Oh, was there a tweet? Wait. Where'd that go? Doggone it. It jumped. There it is. Bo. Hi, Bo Roundtree. Saltsy's tweet means, is there a new tweet, Bo? Is it the tweet we saw a few months ago when he said if it should get moved? Not that that's bad, because I'm counting on that tweet to be real too. But if there's a new one saying something like that, ooh, that'd be great. I'm sure Toddy and her team are watching KJ closely. I wonder how they'll feel about her victory lap. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she's goading her. I agree. She is. And, you know, depending on where they're going with their life, they may be. I don't think that, though. Okay, if you were so upset in, well, 1st of November, they filed it October 31st. If you're so upset then that you file a defamation suit and it goes all cockeyed because Katie keeps throwing crap in there and it gets dismissed out of jurisdiction, you don't think that Salty and they had that talk before they filed it in Washington, saying, you know, I believe it'll work here, but if it doesn't, oh, then we'll really file over here. That conversation had to have already taken place, and we're only talking November, December, January, February, 4.5 months ago. So in 4.5 months, you go, oh, you know what? Skip it. I doubt it. I wouldn't. Like I said earlier, I'd want the judge to see it. I would. Tell me, give me an answer. Heidi says she's asking people to take down videos. Oh, yeah. No, she wants the evidence of KJ telling people to mass flag gone. I didn't think of it that way. Good point. Good point. She wants that gone too. Well, we all have that from all the law papers. Those things are there forever. Those aren't under seal. So, Carolyn, do you want to put an end to Katie's destruction? Ignore her. Don't watch her. Carolyn, if only that was true. I know what you mean, and I get it. But if some of us aren't out there informing others, she has an audience that believes she's telling the truth, but she's not telling the truth. So if someone doesn't hold her accountable, like if everybody that, like me and other people, we just stopped our channels, hers isn't going to go away. Hers is going to stay as big and grow because nobody's holding her accountable. So I understand why, and you'd think that would work. For most people, it would. I don't believe it would work here. She's never made the money she makes now on YouTube. When she had other jobs, she made decent money, but she didn't make this kind of money. So I don't think she'll stop. And this affords Todd to be at home. He doesn't have to work. It jumped. Sorry, guys. I don't think it jumped too far, though. Well, maybe it did. Okay, I found it. Okay. Fat Finger's tiny phone. Okay. She should have that for cease and desist. Yep. Even when we screw up, step up and apologize. Yep. We're getting a storm. I think we are too. I got your DM. Okay. Oh, thank you, Kentucky girl. Thank you. I get it now. Jill, things personally. Don't make assumptions and do your best every day. When I live like that, I don't struggle. I try to speak non-judgmentally and not gossip. Rule number 1. And if you can't get past. Yeah, I mean, as we said, that this stuff's hard to do in real life, but you strive for it. You try. Absolutely. Yes. And I love the non-judgmental. as I've aged, it's the one thing it's so important to try hard to not judge everybody, right? At least give them once or twice the slip up. Nobody's perfect, right? So you got to try. So who plays Alfred? Sherry, I love it. You put two together here. So who plays Alfred in the Lifetime movie? If they take this mission, if they accept this mission, oh, they burn up the tape. Okay. Well, heck, Alfred, you know the guy in Pretty Woman that helped her get the pretty clothes and everything? How about him? He's a nice guy, and he could be Alfred. We'll give him a call. Well, now who's going to play Bruce? We decided that yet? That's now we need a hunka. Who's going to play Bruce? Oh, Kiki, really? Holy cow, you guys. Violet says, is there a new tweet about a new filing? Remember, we were just talking, somebody said that. Kiki says, Salts liked a tweet saying they hope he refiles. Everybody. Oh my gosh. It's our only hope to keep her in check. That or T-Spiracy. Todd, come get your girl. I love that one. Hey, Todd, come get your girl. That's too funny. It was Bo that said it, and now I get, yep, gotcha. Okay, good to know. Oh, Heather. Okay. Well, Heather, I don't know if you're a praying person, but I'm going to be praying for you and your daughter, and I will also do the good vibes. So I want you to get positive energy over there, and hopefully it all goes well. And I'm really glad that if we have a little bit of fun, right? Every one of us have issues, every one of us. And if this helps a little bit, we can laugh a little bit and feel a little bit better. I'm all for it. Hi, Maria. The actual defamation case hasn't even been heard yet. High five, Maria. Almost all cases have to deal with jurisdiction, so this win is not a win. It's simply a venue change. As long as it goes forward, absolutely, that's all this was, a venue change. And I hope we get to keep Salts, right? We got to keep Salts. And then we keep Emily and Uncivil and Nate the lawyer. So, and Brown, according to Katie, we might even be keeping Brown. I just don't know if Brown would want that, but maybe we're keeping Brown. So heck, this is just an intermission. We've had an intermission. Who knew? Ashley says it's Tottie's money. She can do what she wants. However, I don't think she should waste it on another lawsuit. Well, Ashley, and I know why you feel that way, Ashley. You've talked with me. If everybody in here could see a change, we see her differently. And if she's not going to change, if she's still going to lie about people, something has to make her stop. If it isn't in the pocketbook, then it might be her channel. It might be, I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know. Todd, come get your girl. but she needs to stop lying about people. And if you don't think that she does, we respect you for that, Ashley. I just don't agree with that, hon. I just don't. But I understand why you feel that way about Toddy. I get it. I get it. The Kikis are killing it today. I fight to the Kikis. Jill, that one. Then the others won't follow. You can say that you disagree with something, report it to the authorities, and then let that process happen. Yeah. Talk to YouTube or Google and tell them your idea. That would be the calm, civil way to do everything, wouldn't it? Yeah, they didn't, it's not a new tweet. He pushed the like button on a tweet, which is almost as good. He probably can't tweet, maybe, right now. I don't know. But I'm tickled to hear there was a like button. It jumped. It jumped. Yeah, where'd we go? Doggone it. We got to be there somewhere. Maria says it should be out of line of salty. Heather, yes. Good. Good, hun. Good. More we can do, that's better, right? Yes. Violet agrees on that. Yeah, we all have one of my best friends, her mother told us when we were young mommies that little kids, little problems, big kids, big problems. And that kind of went in one ear and out the other until now. A Band-Aid doesn't work anymore. A hug from mommy, let's go read a story, doesn't work anymore. And our mommy magic, we would like to fix it. So the lady's name that said that was Mary Ann. So you're welcome to borrow that. Mary Ann's quote is one of the truest things I've ever heard in my whole life. She won, Heather says she won the battle, but not the war, unless he does not refile. Right. Yoo-hoo, shushu. Yoo-hoo, shushu. Am I close? She said she's keeping Brown. Good. I'm all for it. Keep Brown. He only made 42 mistakes last time, so yeah, let's keep him. But it is cheaper to probably not have to get somebody else up to speed. Diane, hi. Seriously, I have been struggling with depression. Oh, honey. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Well, I'm very sorry. Very, very sorry for your loss. If I could hug you, I would give you a hug. And all of these channels bring me to an outlet where I can laugh. Well, I'm really glad that tears. If I didn't start this channel because of that, but if that's what ends up being, wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. So hugs to you, Diane, big time. Prayers to Heather. Yep. You've been away from your family, isolated. Yeah, me and my husband too. I don't see my parents. I'm about to. Everybody's gotten the vaccination, and so it's just now a couple of days more, and then I just couldn't live with the fact that I might be taking it to them. If I was the one that brought that to my parents, I'd be brokenhearted. Couldn't live with it, guys. Just couldn't. Not sure about that one. Oh, Sherry put Heather's name in a prayer chain. Perfect. Todd, come get your girl. That's not mine. That's T's for the season. Isn't that great? Todd, come get your girl. Ah. Oh my goodness. Kiki. Whoops, wrong one. Sorry. Oh, Kiki. Seriously? Oh, sweetheart. We're all here. We all hugs. Big time hugs. And if we can laugh a little bit, if you can laugh a little bit, oh, God bless you, dear. God bless you. Minnesota is where Katie would want it to be. I was under the impression that was federal case. Yeah, I know, Jill. That's something I don't quite understand either. Diane also. Todd, where's T tonight? You should call her up. Hey T, get over here. People want to hear you say that. So cute. I love her accent anyway. So there's that. Oh, good. Good. Kiki's parents. The other Kiki. We got Kiki. How do you say that, hon? Kiki Pleisha and Kiki Ray. The Kikis are kicking it. Kiki Ray says her parents get their second. My mom already did, and my dad just did. So we have to wait a few days for my dad. Angel sending hugs. Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah. Carolyn, I like the lawyer she had in Minnesota that said she slandered. Yeah, that was that started us off right from the get-go, didn't it? Oh. Oh, Maria, yours just got their second one. Great. Yep. Here we go. We're going to be able to see them and hug them and have dinner and everything. Back to sort of normal. I can't wait. It jumped. I'm sorry. Violet. I'm reading the first part. I'm like, oh, that's great. She lives upstairs. You're too funny. You're too funny. Oh, Scumps. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Scumps. You know I love you. Angel, thank you for that. I don't know, Angel, if it's okay if I share this or not. I'm going to, because I want you to, everybody, Angel's not brought it up, but I know because her and I talked that at the end of the month here, it'll be an anniversary of her losing her mom. So while we're saying prayers for everybody, let's add Angel to the list tonight, because that's got to be really hard too. And you're a caregiver to your father, right, Angel? So, that's the thing. There's so many of us going through so much, and we should all be friends and be kind to each other, at least here in the YouTube streets, right? For heaven's sakes. I don't know. KJ said Brown would remain her lawyer, but Brown mentioned in a message he would never do it. Isn't that? Yeah, he doesn't like this too much out here in YouTube land. It's too much. Here, my sis and are going end of March. Mine next month. I am younger. I will be masking into next year as we are going by age bracket. I gotcha. I just is KJ still gloating? Well, it was quite a gloat, and I had to kind of put it in perspective. That was what I decided to do with it. Heidi says Lori Smith, one of our good friends. She does. What? They won't take her. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I hadn't heard. I didn't think insurance would be involved at all in something like that. Yes, I know who Lori is, and she's a good friend to Charlotte too. Oh my gosh, let's include Lori in our prayers. Oh my goodness, I think I should write all these names down. And then Mary H is sending prayers. That's so nice. Yes. And also MM. Well, you guys, oh, got increase today. I'm still at home. Okay, Sherry, that is good to know. Yes, I saw that. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, okay. This is life. We got our moral. We went through our moral course. Then we had to explain where some people are going awry, not playing fairly. Then we had some good laughs. Let's not forget about our Bruce and our Alfred and Batman. So we had some fun. And now, of course, this is the other side of it. There's a human side, right? But you guys, I love all of you dearly. I don't know how to take a bubble down. Let me see. Let me see. I think I have to touch Angel's post. Where? I don't know. Where did it go? I'm looking. I'm looking. Wait, you wait. I won't be able to go back. Oh, it worked. Ta-da! There you go. Okay. So anyway, I love all of you guys, and I hope when you think about things now, when you hear her talk, hypocrisy doesn't get thrown out towards these other people. Oh, they throw a hypocrite. No. Who started it? Who started it? It's always her. It's always, always, always her. So remember that. Remember to watch for a moral compass. We all have one. No, well, wait a minute. Most of us have one. I'd like to think. Todd, I gave you, there's a timestamp somewhere in here. A little bit of message for you. Don't you want it to be regular again? Nice, decent, just a regular week? Oh my gosh, I would think you'd be longing for that. Anyway, and then prayers to everybody. You will be in my prayers tonight. And I love you all, and I hope to see you soon. Come back and visit. Maybe we'll have another good laugh. I'm going to think about merch for our Batman. I love it. Okay, good night, everybody. Love you. Take care.